Right. Let's talk to Kim. He's probably not happy with us.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't force us into situations where I may have to shoot random civilians, because that won't get us anywhere.
Oh, he's talking about our fight with Measurehead, right?
I'm not even sure the one bullet my chamber holds would even prick that hook.
Well, we don't think... Our character doesn't think that his ideologies are bad necessarily, right? I can't promise that. I might attack him again. Okay, I was trying to assert my dominance over him.
We are not here on some political quest. We are here to solve a crime. Don't make the situation any more volatile than it already is.
But he's the one trying to provoke me.
And you're just going to let him manipulate you like that?
He raises an eyebrow. Can't promise that. I might attack him again.
The lieutenant groans, but doesn't say anything. That's right. You should do it again. It's the last thing you'll be expecting.
Oh wait. Did that maybe... Did that unlock the skill maybe? It did.
Pupil returns.
Volition says do it again. Well, but now... I mean, I do have some charges of Nosafet, I think it is, to increase my health. But I am at very low health, so at least until I've found alcohol. I think I'm not gonna try that again. Where can I get $6? Maybe we should start talking to Joyce. I mean, that's a long dialogue. So... I can have a look at these. Maybe there's like a quarter stuck in here or something.
This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25 centimes and pull the handle while
Centimes?
Then use the focus knob to zoom in if necessary.
Centimes was... French currency, right? Francs and centimes.
Your money disappears into the coin slot. A clunk. The ring of metal. The curtains on the display open. You lean in to catch the view. It's blurry. Different blues and greens. In the middle of the shimmer stands a drab grey shape, like a ghost.
Turn the knob to focus your vision.
The lenses shift. The ghost sharpens into an islet in the bay.
Islet? Islet?
A man-made structure is visible. A half-sunken sea fort. Its concrete almost reconquered by nature.
It's nice, 5 XP, and we get to see the island where this journey is going to take us at some point, right?
It looks as if it was abandoned quite some time ago. Nothing but a rotten tooth remains of the anti-aircraft tower. A lonely birch tree grows out of it. Its leaves ripped from it by the winter wind.
Hang in there, little one.
The little brave birch tree seems to wave back in the wind.
There are ruins of some kind of building there. I don't remember this dialogue.
Really? I don't have the eyesight to make it out.
The lieutenant takes off his glasses and cleans them. Maybe I didn't want to spend like the money in the beginning of the game last time, and then when I had a lot of money, I just didn't return here.
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the machine permanently inaccessible.
Poor little viewer.
The metal feels cold and wet under your palm. It looks unhygienic.
Vandalism.
Probably some kids.
The lieutenant inspects the rigged slot. Look inside.
A thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word Onuk, written on the other side, with N and C scribbled backwards.
Yeah, Kuno's tagging his hood.
Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts, lanky weather-worn wooden planks, an X-shaped cross topping its tower. The church looks old and weather-worn. There are no lights in the windows.
Right, so before we go to Joyce, I think what I'm gonna do is... Also, I should really be looking for bottles more. Lonely Cormorant surveys the area, indifferent to your approach. Before we go to Joyce, let's check out this area.
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Why am I looking at this wall?
You have no clue. It's just a wall. So many walls all over Martinez. Weather-worn, cracked, their paint peeling.
Must say yeah, Kuno, fuck him up. We're not getting as many Shivers dialogues as I was hoping. Ooh, some magnesium and a little bit of money. That's Kuno S. Let's talk to her. We haven't even met Kuno yet.
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep?
Be interesting to see if anything with Kuno S's dialogue changes if we haven't spoken to Kuno yet.
Pig's come to take me out, trying to snuff me out.
So far it seems very similar though.
If anything, you're afraid she'll take you out one day.
Are you sleeping right now?
Don't get fucking clever with me, pig. You think you're so clever.
Alright. So, someone's trying to grow herbs in the greenhouse. +1 reaction speed, -1 rhetoric. Some Measurehead. Just a closed door, but you look at it suspiciously. It's locked. Barrels are half full of rainwater. Can't get over here, can we? No, not from here. Chairs and tables, eaten by rain and rot. A garden hose. This won't be of use until the snow melts. An orange beanie with a couple of big assholes on the side. It looks like it might have been used as a mask during an armed robbery. +1 reaction speed, feeling twitchy. -1 rhetoric, bum brain. I don't have any hat, right? It looks beautiful. How about the white tank top? Physical instrument, work it. Tank top, gym vest, reeking of sweat. This sleeveless shirt is the best choice if you're not afraid to show off your masculine upper body and that hairy chest. Now we do want the esprit de corps. Or the endurance. How's that work together? Also beautiful. Right. Did get +1 reaction speed, -1 rhetoric, so we're at 0. -1 logic. So it can apparently get worse than 0, right? And in checks, this is what is added to your dice rolls. So for all the logic dice rolls, there's actually one subtracted now. That's interesting. Which makes even some of the like easier logic rolls that you actually probably take for granted no matter your build a little bit harder. There must be another way into the building. Balcony with a view of the yard and the hanging. Can I look at that? Probably not.
Hey,
Also
what's
can't
that
take
noise down
that.
there?
You see a young man on a balcony. nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Now, the smoker on the balcony, the voice actor is interesting. It's kind of a shame that it's not the same one as in the original game, because in the original game, when only like a few lines, and the first few lines in this dialogue specifically, I think, were voiced, the voice actor for this guy was Virgil Taxis, and Virgil Taxis, that's a very cool sounding name. Virgil Taxis is like a YouTuber and podcaster who's doing a couple of left-wing podcasts. I think they got some other left-wing personalities as voice actors for this too, but apparently when they like decided to voice all the dialogue, they probably couldn't get him. Don't know about the others though. So this voice actor is someone else now, someone I don't know.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
He says in a quiet voice, despite the cold, his shirt hangs unbuttoned on his frame. Too late, young man. Trouble's found you.
Sorry, I don't have time for this. I just want to finish my cigarette and be gone.
It's the god of cigarettes and youth. Ask him if he's got anything to spare.
Hold on, can I at least have a cigarette?
Apologies, but this is my last one.
He takes another drag and
The
shivers.
god himself has denied you absolution.
I need absolution.
Absolution? I don't know that brand, but I'm pretty sure you can get Astras at the Frit.
Can you, like, toss that one down?
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Shut up and throw, kid.
I'm not throwing anything.
You're right, that was obviously a bad idea. Forget I said anything.
As you wish.
Actually, the police really needs to talk to you.
Is it really that important?
He asks you, adjusting his shirt.
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring window.
What's he looking at?
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
By God, this young man has the body of a decathlete. His lithe form was practically made for vaulting over the high bar.
Is that so? He seems pretty scrawny to me. Well, that's good for jumping, I suppose. Son, do you train?
Occasionally. Why?
Takes another drag, filling his lungs with nicotine. You on the track team?
No. I just like to look good.
I haven't had this dialogue before. It's the physical instrument, right? A light breeze pulls back a flap of shirt. Oh, man. A shame. Young man like you with a body like yours, you'd be a credit to any track team.
Trust me, I'm not a team player.
He says with a honeyed smile. Are we flirting?
Occasionally.
I want to see the other one too.
You're right. It's horrible for the skin. Very aging.
He takes another drag before shaking off the
Occasionally.
ash.
No. I just like to look good.
He gives you a honeyed smile before shaking off the cigarette ash.
Can you tell me your name?
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
Oh, yeah, right.
Martin Martinez? Good local name. Let's go with that.
Failure. Looks like you've got a good view of the Whirling's backyard. Can you tell me anything about the hanging?
I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme.
Gendarme.
Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away?
We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us, where were you last Sunday?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
He waves lazily with his cigarette. Did you?
No, not you two. Some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
The lieutenant takes out his little blue notebook and writes something down.
Last week? I don't know. Look.
He looks around the courtyard again. Rain patters on the window sills and dead house plants. Too late to do them any good.
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
I had a friend over.
What kind of friend?
It was my Sunday friend.
A Sunday friend. How intriguing. Makes sense. Friends are nice on Sunday. You don't have to work. You can just spend time with pals, watching rugby and drinking beer.
Authority says that? What's your friend's real name? Did he see something?
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. Under the grey sky, the neighboring windows are streaked with rain. Someone hides behind a curtain. Those windows have eyes, and those eyes are watching, spying on you three.
Right, we'll talk later.
No. We won't.
He takes out one last drag of his cigarette before stubbing it out on the balcony.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Oh. Workout talk is +1, but bumming a cigarette is -1. That's a shame. Is this a red check? Yeah. Because he's leaving.
This isn't the place
Nice.
or time for questions. Who knows who might be watching from the distance, hidden behind the curtains.
Oh, so he does want to talk to us, but not out in the open. Hey, listen. I'm just trying to make things okay again. Can we meet? Can we meet again somewhere else?
For a moment, the man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable. Something moves in the depths of his feline eyes. Compassion and a hint of understanding.
Feline eyes. It's interesting that you can actually, like, if you mess this up, and it's not like a completely easy check, you don't actually get to meet him again at all, right?
I am sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for.
His voice is soft and deliberate. With a flick of his wrist, he sends the cigarette butt railing over the rail.
But, hold on, what's that? For a split second, his hand lingers, as though gesturing towards a stone placed right next to the front door.
Oh, also, if we don't make this check, do we not get the keys to the apartment building at all? Or can we find them on our own too? Because that would block off like an entire section here, right?
It's a sign.
Good luck with the investigation.
He walks away.
He's gone.
The lieutenant puts away his notebook and turns to you. We should run after him, see where he went.
No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself.
So we just give up?
He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case. He did leave us a sign. Did you see that? He wanted to draw our attention to that stone right over there.
The lieutenant nods towards a small rock on a soggy patch of grass.
If we find a way inside the building, we can ask around for his apartment.
Great, let's do that.
A stone, like any other, lying in a whirl of sleet and mud. Maybe there's something under it.
Turn it over.
There's a key beneath it, rusty from the dirt.
This must be for the front door. Pity he doesn't have the apartment number on it. This building has many apartments and the man can be in any of them.
How are we going to find the right one?
We'll just have to go in and see.
Right, yeah, let's go inside, sure. Can do this. Can do this first, before going to Joyce. Or into the harbor. Also, we're of course proudly trying to not get anything done. Also because I want to see Kim's reaction at the end of the day when we've basically done nothing, not even looked at the body, you know. He's pissed at us as it is, I think, for the racism and everything. Eviction notices and missing pets are plastered on top of each other. This box is filled with cleaning chemicals, smells of laundry detergent. Ooh, +1 logic, -1 authority. Yeah, we're not gonna wear those. Don't want to affect our authority negatively. An old shoe rack, boots, sneakers, and old slippers. Also, the smoker on the balcony. Ask around for his apartment number. Flip-up glasses, the auditor. These flip-up sunglasses were fashionable in the old, but have since lost their popularity. Their thin gold alloy wire frames are a reminder of drug-addled bohemian artists. That sounds like... Do these change depending on our... on our ideology? Because this sounds like a right-wing thing to say. These days the glasses are only favored by organized crime accountants who desire to look cool. +1 logic, balancing the books, -1 authority, filthy boho, probably a narcomaniac. How far are we from a level? Oof, quite far. Apartment 12, a loud rumbling snore comes from within. The snoring is scary somehow. You should leave. Not if I can help it. Oop, this just opens. Okay. Wait, can I go inside? Oh, probably not without the flashlight, right? This is up on the balcony. We'll go there in a second. 5-pointed star on the wall.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says, number 11. No reply. It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work of it.
We could use some chain cutters here to cut the shackle.
Why would we want to break into some random citizen's apartment?
Snip snip, my friend.
The lieutenant doesn't say a word. His face wiped clear of any emotion.
That usually means he disapproves.
I suppose if one were committed to it, there's a pair of chain cutters in the kinema.
Also, this is obviously the symbol in this game of Masovianism. Masovianism, I think it's called.
This door has been...
Which is this game's Marxism, of course. As this game's Karl Marx is Krasmazov.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10. The walking stops abruptly, but no one comes to the door. You can feel tension on the other side. A poor communard, from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
Oh, this was a wrong voice line, right? This time the steps come closer. Who is this? Demands a female voice, wary and tense. This is the police. Open up. Do I have to open the door? You hear the clacking of heels again as the other side walks right up to the door. Her tone is now getting a defensive edge. Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant. Wait, didn't we have some dialogue option? Was it encyclopedia or whatever? Something in our dialogue telling us before that search warrants aren't a thing in Revachol.
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment.
Later then, entering this door seems a physical challenge.
Okay. The door number 9 is locked. Postcard, Boogie Street 46. So, seems like there's a couple of things we can only enter once we get Kim's tools here, right? Maybe you should have done that first. Apartment 8. The mailbox is overflowing. The graffito says, a firing squad for the rich. A note reads, foreclosed by Martinez Realty Associates. Different exits. Before we talk to her, we'll have a look around here. The sea below looks cold and winter grey.
A shift in temperature.
Nice,
The air
shivers.
around you. Dust settles on the stony floor.
Finally another shivers thing. Rub your sides for warmth.
A former architect stands before a slice of window, a room plan in her hand. A cold wave has made the air in the building stand still and frozen, with temperatures falling down to -20 degrees Celsius.
Her face.
Is red from the cold. She's breathing on her fingers, clasping the plan. Traces of sadness are visible in her expression.
The plan.
Faint pencil lines on paper depict the same place, but a missing eastern wall connects the room with the neighboring apartment. Ideas for arranging the furniture have been jotted down.
Look around yourself.
It's clean and empty, with new tapestry embellishing the walls. A standard HB graphite pencil has fallen off a three-legged stool in the middle of the room.
Shiver. I like these nice little insights into what has happened here, or maybe it's just inside our head? I'm not sure. An old grocery list on the table and checks. Nosafat, 17 centimes. Okay, don't need to open this door as we found that hole. Hello.
Give me a moment.
An elderly woman is leaning on her broom, her knuckles white as bone. She seems to be having difficulty breathing.
The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
She sneezes into her dirty handkerchief. This won't take long. I only have a few
Go
questions.
ahead then. What do you want to know, policeman?
Who are you?
I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans these hallways.
Do you live here?
If you can call it living. I have a little room upstairs right next to the cold room.
She spits on the floor before wiping it off with a broom.
It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company. And that's all I need from this world.
And all she gets, too. The coastal wind beats down hard on the cold room door outside. Splashes of waves make the balcony slippery.
I'm looking for Martin Martinez.
Oh, you'll find plenty of Martins here. Don't you worry.
She smiles a gap-toothed smile when she hears you mention the name. No, you don't understand. I'm looking for a real person named Martin Martinez. He told me he's Martin Martinez.
Pea-brain. Someone played a trick on you.
Do you call me
Martin
Pea-brain?
Martinez is a name for anyone who comes from Martinez, like Jim Jamrock or Raoul Ravachol.
Oops, you really didn't get the joke there.
Rhetoric failure.
I thought it was obvious. Anyway, officer, we don't have the witness's name.
He stops before he offends you. Also, rhetoric failing makes us understand what's going on here. Like, right? Oops, you really didn't get the joke. What would a success in rhetoric have done here, actually? How about a young male in his mid-20s? Dark hair, skinny build, a smoker on the balcony. Know where he lives?
Yes, yes. I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right?
She looks at the other end of the hallway.
What's he in trouble for?
He's wanted for murder. He's going away for life.
He's actually not wanted for murder. We just want to talk with him.
Kim, can you not undermine my authority here?
Talk?
The cleaning lady starts laughing, but it turns into a violent coughing spasm. She squeezes her broom, trying to catch her
He
breath.
lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. He's usually home in the evening.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if he's home.
I have a few questions about these apartments.
Ask away, policeman.
Do you know who lived in the foreclosed apartment?
The hell am I supposed to know? Another nut.
A language?
I assume.
The cleaning lady shrugs, her mouth puckered like a dried fig.
She really doesn't like those nut jobs. Bad blood there.
Why is there a hole in the wall in the abandoned apartment?
Some lunatic lost his mind. All kinds of morons pass through these halls.
She's testy.
With how small these rooms are, wouldn't you want to break the wall down?
Is one of the residents on vacation? Their mailbox is overflowing.
People come and go. I don't keep an eye on everyone.
Who lives in apartment 10?
No one lives there. It's been empty for months.
But I talked to someone through the door.
Impossible. I would know if someone had moved in there.
The cleaning lady says, shaking her head. She pauses, eyeing the hallway.
Maybe it's those countercultural people again. Breaking into a house like it's a public space. You're a policeman. Be good and take a look, will you?
She means the Mazovians, right? Sure, I'll go see what I can find. Oh, I actually didn't know I had a task here. I don't know if you get that if you get into the room first and then talk to her afterwards. Maybe we get extra XP here that way.
Great. Young people. They're worse than rats. They're always littering the hallways with trinkets and empty beer cans.
Investigate apartment 10 for the cleaning lady. Young people. They're worse than rats. Right. Who lives behind the padlocked door?
Oh, that one is a scientist. A future scholar.
Suddenly the old lady's face is beaming. Oh no, that's the Mazovian, I think.
I think he studies astrology at the community college. Education's good. I always tell them to study.
Astrology at the community college. I'm sure that's quite the education.
Something to do with all those stars around his door.
Right.
He asked me to leave his drawings up on the wall.
That's about astrology, not Mazovianism. Are you sure you don't mean astronomy?
That's what I said. Astrology.
Okay.
The lieutenant shakes his head, as though to say, let it go. Come on, people. Try to keep up any standards here. It's not about stars. It's... forget it.
That's all, thanks.
Oh.
She mumbles some kind of response, then hacks something into her handkerchief. Thanks, I'm off. So... Hobocop. Oh, are these voiced? Love the art.
Technically, you wouldn't be a cop anymore, but a hobo. That would mean game over for the cop chapter of your adventures. But who knows where the hobo part takes you? To the bar? The old L'Assommoir? To the pier or the sewers? To Le Royaume, where for 300 years they interred the dead. You could plunder royalist crypts for long-forgotten triple malt bourbon, then fight the
Bourbon.
Khan beast that lurks the bottommost sepulchres. The secrets of the city are all yours at last.
Like, I'm not 100% sure if the voice actor here is a native English speaker, right? I mean, 99% of the time I think he is, but then again, he speaks like so slowly and deliberately, and I don't even know if his voice is so deep naturally, or if that's like a voice he's doing. That sometimes I think, also with some pronunciations, where it's like, okay, maybe your English is just excellent, but it is your second language. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Sepulchre might be like a word that you haven't heard before, even as a native speaker. But bourbon? Come on. Also, what do we get from this? Reveals extra special collector's edition tear bottles on the map, meaning... Oh, tear bottles on the map. More money from selling tear, so both of those. That's pretty great. Obviously, we've sold a little bit of tear, but I think only like 5 bottles or so far, right? Or does this only apply to bottles that we find after we get this? I guess this counts for every interaction with the tear machine starting now, right? That's pretty cool. I mean, it's probably not going to be a lot of money, but still. And learning cap for Shivers raised to 6. Well, it's already pretty high. And I don't know if we get other skills that increase our learning cap. Like, I never knew how that worked, right? If you... For example, if you have a thought that says raises all physics learning caps by 1, does it raise them by 1 from your original learning cap? Or does it raise them by 1 from this thought? So, in other words, if it's 5 now and I get this one, it's 6. And then if I get +1, is it going to be 7 or is it going to be 6 again? Or does it matter the sequence in which I complete the thought? So if I do that +1 first and it gets to 6, and then Shivers will just put it to 6 again, and the other way around I actually get to 7. I don't know. I mean, this is obviously more powerful if your Shivers is very low, but...
Some kind of superstar.
Alright, the superstar one.
They say the world isn't ready for a rock and roll cop. No one wants their state monopoly on violence to be mixed with celebrity worship. They claim to know it would be dangerous for detectives to rise to the ranks of demigods and have sexual encounters with barely legal cover girls. It would be insane, they say. To all this, you say, fuck off and die.
That's right.
Cool voice. You people have no idea how good these cops are gonna get. They're gonna crack 20 cases a day. In the future, cops will be like astrophysicists or prime ministers or prophets. And you're the first one.
Like, -1 logic isn't too bad. I mean, I guess it'll make even regular logic checks hard for us now, but our logic isn't that good anyhow. Learning caps raised for visual calculus. That could be nice. Suggestion and electrochemistry are already pretty high, I think. And then for composure, that one was at 1, so that could be nice. We need composure for a couple of things. Right, so we do have Hobocop and some kind of superstar. Surely a nationhood is a while away. Let's look at this. 50. Right, so composure has 6 now. Electrochemistry has actually... wait, our total is 7. Why is it 7? Because it's something we're wearing, right? Oh, +2 actually. That's from the... right. Oh, I thought the fingerless gloves were half-light. No. So that's +2, that's neat. So we have 5 psyche, makes that 7. So usually in the physique row, we do have a learning cap of 6. Why is that? Oh, is it because of the signature skill? The signature skill gives us +1 learning cap in this entire row, right? So it would be 5 because it's 5, like in psyche, in the psyche row. And then it's 6 from the signature skill. Right, which ones are raised? Suggestion, electrochemistry, and shivers. So shivers. What? It's 5 plus 1 from the thought plus 1 from the signature skill. Same for electrochemistry. Right. And then suggestion. Also has 6 learning cap, alright. Why is volition number 1? Oh, from damage! That's interesting. So, low health, I don't know, having any damage or very low health? What's that? What causes that? I don't know. Psyche base. Plus 1 from items, okay. Plus 1 from items. Learn skill, signature skill. Right. So the signature skill raises the learning cap, but also fills out one of the learning cap points, apparently. Plus items. Plus from items. What's going on here? Oh! Damage -4. decreases our endurance too. Is that a new mechanic? I'm not entirely sure. Alright, -1 from thoughts. -1 from items. Right, we have 6 there. 2 from the thought now, as we do have in composure. Savoir-faire, -2 from items, +1 from items. Right, maybe I should heal up here. Investigate the apartment number 10. Oh, what did we get there? That's probably just a bug now, because we did get 2 thoughts at once, right?
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10.
This apartment is supposed to be empty. Did you break in here? Excuse me? Of course not.
Scare them. Suspected of some big crime.
Half-Light has let us down before in the fight against Measurehead.
There's no sweet talking your way in there. Be official.
Right, those are kind of similar pieces of advice. So this is the more official one. Are you cooking morphine in there? That would be the big crime. Oh, come on, there's a pause before you hear the door being unlocked. So the being official one worked better than the Half-Light. Half-Light's useless, right?
That was smart.
The lieutenant says, nodding toward the unlocked door. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Looks like a fine mattress. Oh, what's this? +1 to indirect modes of taxation.
Satisfied? My
Real
name
estate.
is Marielle Charpentier, and I'm an agent with Martinez Realty Associates.
Are
I
you?
am not breaking in, as I have every right to be here.
Huh.
The keys, see?
She jingles a set of keys in her hand. Real estate agent.
Her voice is really cheerful, despite her obviously hating you.
Nice.
Do you want to see my ID as well? You can't legally ask for it, but why not? Want to see my residence permit too?
She fumbles through her purse, fishing out a light paper-clad passport. Inspect the passport.
It feels flimsy in hand, with the words Revachol Zone of Control written under a nondescript municipal logo. There's a picture of her with shorter hair inside, along with all her personal details. Be friendly.
Nice haircut.
Thank you. Do you have any questions? I need to be back in Midtown in an hour.
She slips the passport back in her purse. What are you doing here?
I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous tenant completely trashed the place.
Reprehensible. Who lived here?
It was some kind of a moribund old man who used to be a business owner. You'd think they'd make rent.
She stops, hesitating. He probably had his business in the doomed commercial area, right?
But that was months ago. Anyway, was there anything you wanted, or is that it? I'm in a hurry.
We lived in the full-closed apartment down the hallway.
Oh, that's another huge mess. The former tenant owes us 3 months of rent. 3.
Oh
We
no.
closed the apartment and planned on auctioning off the valuables, but... And again, I have no idea how stupid mistakes like this can even happen. But Ron, when he came to close the door, didn't close the neighboring door. And there's a hole in the wall.
So preppy. She's probably on some low-grade performance enhancers, like Preptide or Pericanine.
Right.
A hole in the wall. Can you believe it? And then the tenant ran off with his stuff. He's gone. The money's gone. Just like that.
Oh, it irks her. The incompetence.
My money has also disappeared, I think.
Well, it does not disappear from my hands. No, I don't let it.
Couldn't have been that much money. These apartments look pretty shabby.
These apartments are perfectly fine. They have gorgeous architecture,
Well.
a million real view of the bay, good ventilation, neighbors, life, spark, and they are affordable. I'll tell you, Martinez has a future. In a few years, it's going to blossom with artists and creatives and those radio computer wizards.
It's as if they're real wizards, able to resurrect dead real estate and breathe life into bank accounts.
Bankers are wizards in that they create something out of nothing. I've learned that much from Yanis Varoufakis.
Don't ask me what happened with the wall. I have no idea how we're going to find the time or resources to fix it. Both apartments are now unrentable. Both.
She's still shaking her head, manicured hands now crossed over her chest. Thanks, that's all.
Of course.
She replies with a smile, but her eyes remain glazed over. She's been waiting for you to leave. Knick-knack stand? What? Kim Kitsuragi. Right, what does it say? These are found white checks. Those on white are available to try now. So not Kim Kitsuragi, but the knick-knack stand, the mirror. But I don't want to try that one. And Measurehead. Oh, why is Measurehead available? That's interesting. I can try that. Postcard Boogie Street 46. This crumpled up postcard depicts an open-air market in Boogie Street 5 years ago. 46? 5 years ago, yeah. A vendor smiles as dead roosters line his stalls, hung by their feet from a canopy. Red blood flows onto the muddy street. Blurry shadows of people pass.
What now? Of course.
Right. So maybe you can talk to the old lady again here. Tell her about the apartment. Number 10.
Give me a moment.
The cleaning lady still seems to be having difficulty breathing. I didn't find any counterculture people in apartment number 10. It was just a real estate agent setting up the room for new tenants.
I see.
15.
I hope some good people are finally going to move in. This place needs them.
She takes out her handkerchief and wipes her nose. This is ultra-liberal, right? This is left-wing. This is probably the fascist one. And this is moralism, right? Incrementalism, trying to make the world better at an imperceptibly slow pace. Lex women and sexual deviance, that's will come.
I know those types, yes. There have been some here, but they never make their rent, so they have to move out. I know their type.
She coughs.
She appreciates your effort to curb the deviantry and laxness.
I'm off. Alright, so where do these actually lead? I don't know where this leads. I mean, I do probably know, I just don't remember. So I'm gonna have to end here soon. Oh! Okay, yeah. Inside, the frame of a motorcycle in repair and the tools to used to disassemble it. Wait, did she tell us about Martin Martinez and where to find him now? There's a girl up there. Did she spill the paint?
Up here, Piggo.
This is locked. Cape Side Apartments. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, roundabout north. Right, I think I want to try out whether...
Yeah, you better keep walking.
Whether my thing here is telling the truth. Where's the map? M. And we can actually try the Measurehead thing again. For some reason. I don't know what did it. Some interaction? Or just some time passing? I'm not sure. Maybe because we finished a thought or something? Also, there's supposedly more tear for us to find now. Zoom out as far as possible. Oh! Maybe a sea monster did this to the plaza. Oh, also I wanted to talk... Also, what's Kim doing? And I wanted to talk to Manana again. About Measurehead. Oh, there's Kim. Okay.
I guess getting past the man ain't that simple after all. So, what now?
Oh. Also, we can't talk to him. Can we only talk to him if that... if that Measurehead physical confrontation thing is locked? Because it's not locked now. Let's... let's get money for our tear and see how much we have. We need $6 for the Pilsner. I don't think we have as much, but I don't know how much more we're getting.
Stands in the corner. Your bottles clunk
2.
into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. You're 100% sure you got special hobo cop money for that tier. At least 100% extra.
Nice.
tier money. If the numbers on the machine told you otherwise, it's a lie.
Right. Still don't have 6 though. We could pawn that one postcard, I think. That'd give us 6. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna try like this. I mean, it seems like the thing for Measurehead semi-regularly unlocks itself. So we can try a couple times. Don't need the beer for that quite yet.
The unpromising
Yeah.
race pupil returns.
We didn't get another modifier, because, I mean, these unlock if we get another positive modifier through some action or dialogue option, right? But that doesn't seem to have happened. It's just time passing, I suppose. Nope. Oh, damn.
It has happened again. The Titan has your fist locked in his hand. and
Probably
he's
need to
twisted.
use one of those now.
Another fit of criminal rage. Who are you, in your own words?
Degenerate alcoholic.
Good. Now go before you enter cardiac arrest.
I like that we
Stop doing this. You are making us look bad.
got two morale minuses here. Probably one for admitting that we're a raging alcoholic, and one for failing like for the 3rd time or something.
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you? Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder. Of course, policia. You know, see...
He's a chatty guy.
Right, still can't talk to him about Measurehead. Did we already do that? Any new options, dialogue options here?
Nice aggression with the native.
Yeah.
Don't let the chief fool you next time. You don't need to be that up in his face. Leave yourself space to move.
Or maybe that's gonna give us a modifier.
Bad advice, actually. This might do the trick.
Right.
Let's talk about our right to work.
Oh, new information. So, it's nice, like, one of the reasons I actually like failing the checks here this much is because that gives you new dialogue options here, right? I've never seen this stuff. I want to get into the harbor too.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. Trying to meet their fat boss.
And obviously, like, trying and failing against Jean-Luc unlocked this conversation again, because earlier we tried to, like, nail him down on pretending to be a bouncer of some place, and we were like, you're lying, and then he just stopped talking to us, but seems like we can talk to him again. Well, this is an official matter, not to be discussed with outsiders.
Right to work!
It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
See, that's what I thought the button like behind Measurehead does, is opening the gates, and also the reason why he's like helping us get past Measurehead, right? But that's not what the button does. Sure, why not?
Why not? I see numerous reasons not to pick a side in this local matter.
Pity.
Let us work!
Turns around and bellows at the gates. Why don't we just go with Kim's opinion here? What about my opinion? I need you to be my champ. Ooh.
No. I'm not a fighter. I'm a worker.
You know. That's really interesting. I thought for a moment maybe we could get him to fight Measurehead. Anything new, Manana? So, is this unlocked again? It is. Nice. I mean, my stats are getting pretty low here.
The unpromising race pupil returns.
+1 scab leader's advice. 58%, come on. Yes! This time we're not listening to Half-Light.
Just like that, instinct took over. The man is reeling, gasping for air. Time stands still around you. In the distance, the sounds of the harbor are falling silent.
So Half-Light doesn't even chime in here anymore, after being proven wrong, I suppose. We can't even pick the right hooks, so we'll just do the 360 flying spin kick. Also, maybe it's reduced to this because of the scab leader's advice, because he says, give yourself some room to move. He said. Look at that, in our first try.
The man
Fourth try.
dull thump, like a broken down puppet of muscles and sinew. For a moment, he still tries to keep his head up, dazed eyes looking at you with unimaginable surprise. To your left is the button.
So, Disco Inferno is probably Superstar Cop answer, Sorry Cop answer, Boring Cop answer. What's the last one? Apocalypse Cop, Welcome to Revachol, or is that a fascist answer? Because that mirrors what the racist lorry driver said to Kim, right? And we found out about his background of being born in Revachol, but he says he's a Semenese still, and we could of course be racist back here. But I don't know, the other are like Copo type answers. I don't know if this is a political answer actually. I still think I like it most though.
As you slam your fist on the button, the man collapses entirely, his head rolling to the side.
Looks like you're the new Measurehead now.
That's right.
Her voice is surprisingly calm.
No one is the new Measurehead. Let's go before he gets up.
Kim's spoiling all the fun again. The lieutenant makes haste toward the door.
The man is still knocked out. He breathes slowly and steadily.
Right, we can't press the button anymore. It is already pressed. We can't talk to the women around here. And see, it didn't open the harbor gates. It actually just opened this door. Before we go in there, though, let's see if Manana and the scab leader have anything to say about this. Unions are a scam!
Knocked him out good. Like the Flying Desperado.
Ooh, what's the Flying Desperado?
It's that really cool Flying Desperado spin kick you did, Boyadero. Often performed by the most hard-bodied boyaderos on the steppes.
Yeah, I sure did that thing.
So, what's on your mind this time?
I like that they have things to say about this.
Went native on the chief, huh? Those ballerina antics were reckless. Should have just punched him in the throat again.
Wrong. You did the right thing with Measurehead. The ballerina antics won you the fight.
Let's talk about our right to work.
He pauses, abruptly changes the subject. The only other person who could have seen what was going on is this guy, right?
Hello, compatriot. You have
No.
something to discuss?
Alright, maybe not. Oh, so we do have $6 now. Let's buy the beer, why not? Not gonna use it right away, but maybe if I have another physics check. That's important coming up. Also, we have a quest for drinking beer. Drinking alcohol, rather.
A colourful display of cigarettes.
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol... Here you go, mister.
Potent Pilsner, +1 physique, -1 morale. Uses left 4! Oh, that's nice. Sturdy bottle of beer that tastes like piss. Not that you would know what piss tastes like, just a guess. The label says it's made in Revachol by Lafayette Potent Brewery. Oh, this also has 8 uses left. It's nice. These Grad-made cigarettes are remarkable for their high tar content, a favorite of fishermen, police officers, and working men the world over. A pretty little puck-shaped cap of purple liquid that can bring on anything from hot flashes to military-grade psychosis. With sufficient tolerance, however, it can make any weather feel balmy, if only for a while. Right, let's go into the harbor, but before we do that, I'm gonna take another break.